Hi, this is Ram Naidu. Today we'll see how to update the records with the help of button. In this scenario, we'll create a button inside the table. Whenever user clicks on a button, then we'll be just updating one field from account object. Okay, so I have already created class and the template. Okay, so let me write this functionality in this Apex class. First, we will display the data. So we'll be creating two methods. One is for displaying the data and other one is for updating the records, right? So Aura enabled. So we'll be displaying the data with the help of wire property, right? So catchable equal to true, right? If you don't implement, if you don't put catchable equal to true, then we will not able to display the data with the help of wire property, right? So if it is a imperative method, then we will just, we'll be putting aura enabled, then we'll be writing then catch. Okay, then we'll able to display the data. So since this is a wire property, so we should write catchable equal to true, right? So I'm creating a method, right? So I'm going to display multiple records. It's not single record. So it should be list of account, right? So display accounts is the name of the method, right? So this is not a void method. So we have to write a return statement, right? Select ID, comma name, comma site, okay, site from accounts. Okay, so here I'm not putting any limit. Okay, so I'm creating one more method. So this is basically for updating account record, right? So static list of account. Okay. So the name of the method. So this is related to update, right? So update ACC records, right? So we'll be passing the ID in the parameter. So based on the ID, we are going to update the record. So let me put system.debug. If something went wrong and between, then we'll check the system.debug logs. So account ID, okay. So ACC ID, right? We'll be updating only one record at a time. So we don't have to write list. So account ACC select ID, comma name, comma site from account. Okay. So where ID should be ACC ID, right? So we'll be updating account site in this scenario, right? So approved by Brahmanaidu as per the comments, right? So in the try block, I'm going to update the record. Okay. So in the catch block, I'll be catching the error. If something goes wrong while updating the record, then it will enter into the catch block. Okay. So we'll be handing the error. We'll be handing the error in the catch block, right? So catch exception E, right? So let me put some system.debug, right? System.debug. So unable to update the records, right? So I want to know the message. If you want to know the message, then we have to put e.get message. Okay. So let me push this code to the source arc. Okay. So I'll write the JavaScript. Okay. So we need to import two methods, right? So one is display accounts. So this is basically for displaying the data, display accounts from. So we are getting an error. So what is the error? Missing return statement. Okay, right. So once we delete a record, so this is not basically, this is not a void method. So we should write a return statement, right? So return after deleting the record, I'll be just returning display accounts. Let me push this code to the source. I'll be importing this method from Apex account, name of the class, delete controller, and the name of the method, right? So import. Okay. So what is the second method name? So update account records, right? So update account. records, right? Account, delete controller, right? Update account record, right? So I'll be importing refresh apex as well. If you don't import, if you don't, I mean, so whenever we update a record, then after updating a record, I just want to refresh the apex property. I just want to refresh the data. For that, we'll be just importing this as well, right? So next, okay, so we'll be displaying the data by the help of wire property. So name of the method and the reference variable, right? So accounts will have two values, two properties. One is data and other is error. If you want to access the data, then we have to put accounts dot data, right? If you want to display an error, accounts dot error, right? So let me design the table tr td, right? So b will be displaying the name. Okay, so let me copy this td. Okay, so the second one is basically for site, since we'll be updating the site. So the third one is basically for button, right? So I'm writing iteration template for each, right? So if you do, since we will be displaying multiple records, so we have to go with template for each, right? So accounts data for item, right? So ACC. If you want to access the data from this, then we have to make the use of this reference variable, right? So tr, for tr we need to pass the key, right? So if we don't pass the key, we'll get an error from Salesforce. So I'll be passing the ID, right? So td, be displaying name, site. I'll be creating button. So I'll be passing the current ID to the button. Right. So let me create a button. I'll pass the ID to the button. Lightning button label equal to update. Okay. So variant equal to brand. So on clicking of this, I'm going to update the record. Right. So handle update. Let me close this. Okay. Let me pass the ID to the button. A value equal to acc dot ID. Let me push this code to the source. Okay, so yeah, we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source R. So I'll write this method handle update. We'll be getting the current value. So we have to make the use of event, right? So here I'll be creating one variable. So this will hold account ID, right? If you want to use this variable, then we have to make the use of this dot account ID equal to, if you want to get the current value, event dot target dot value, right? So I'm getting the value and then I'm putting it to a variable. Sorry, this is this dot account ID, right? That's it. So once the user clicks on a button, then we'll be executing this method. Okay. So what is the name of the method for updating a record? Update account record, right? So for ACC ID, let me check the variable name, parameter name, ACC ID, right? So for ACC ID, I'll be passing the current account ID, right? So account ID, right? If we are able to update the record successfully, then it will enter into the then, right? Here, what we'll be doing is we'll be just refreshing the data, right? So return a refresh abex. the data, I'll be just refreshing the apex property, this dot account, right? So catch error. Okay, so let me add some error. Okay, so I'll be creating one variable. So this will hold error error message. Okay, so I'll be putting the error message to this variable. Okay, so error. Okay, so let me put console.log. Okay, so unable to update the record, right? So I'm putting JSON.stringify. If you don't put, then it will come like a object format, right? So error message will be present in error message, right? So let me push this code to the source R. Okay, let me deploy this code to the source R. Okay, so let me refresh the application. Okay, so we click on review. So this is not looking good. So what we'll do is we'll go to Lightning Design System. It is LDS. We'll apply some style to the table, right? So tables. So let me type data tables. So let me type tables. So why it's not getting loaded. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll try to copy the class name and then I'll put it to our component, right? So because this is not looking good, right? So let me add the design to the table. Okay, so let me add. Okay, so let me push this code to the source R. So it's loading, it will take some time. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source R. Now let me just refresh the application since we made the changes. Right, so I'll be choosing Jenny Point. Let me click on update. Right, so it is getting updated. Right, so let me do it for two more records. Update, update. Okay, so let me. Okay, yeah, I just want to explain the code one more time. Okay, so I have created two methods. One is for displaying the data, and one other one is for updating the record. Based on the ID, we are going to we'll be updating the record, right? So in the that's it. When it comes to JS, okay, I have imported two methods. So one is for displaying the data. We'll be displaying the data with the help of web property, and other one is for updating the records. Okay, so we'll be based on the key, we'll be updating the records, right? So I'll be just passing the current ID to the parameter. That's it. Once once the user clicks on update, I just want to just refresh the table. So I just imported refresh apex, right? So if you are not able to update the record successfully, then it will enter into the catch block. So here I kept json.stingify, because if you don't put json.stingify, the error will come like object. That's it.